Good evening and welcome back everyone to part 2 of our Across the Pond video. We are on our way into Orlando out of London Gatwick from our flight earlier. Go ahead and check out part 1 of this video if you haven't already, our Gatwick departure. It was pretty short, so I think it was only a 9-minute video, just because we had some issues getting the recording started and I had to get airborne because I had some work to take care of, but we did get the taxi and the actual departure out of Gatwick. Meantime, some 7 hours and 40 something minutes later, we are descending into Orlando at the moment. Still on VATSIM, but no air traffic control on, so we are on Unicom. It's been a pretty smooth flight over from Europe. Weather has cooperated, the winds have cooperated, no real issues during this flight today. In a second we'll hop in the cockpit here and put in our performance calculations for arrival, and we'll show you guys the arrival procedure as well. So, performance. Every time I import the current weights, I get an error when trying to do the landing configuration. So we'll import that. We'll input that number manually. We'll go 366. Oh, we are not taking off. Let me show landing. There we go. Be a Cat 1 landing. We'll go flaps 30. We don't need anti-ice. Spoilers auto. We'll go auto brake level 1. Pretty long runway for us. We're coming into 36 right. We've got a dry runway in Orlando at the moment. Current wind 0. This bug drives me crazy. 070 at 10. And outside air temperature at Orlando 28 degrees Celsius or 82 degrees Fahrenheit. QNH 3008 or 1019. VREF will add 5. Calculate that, send output. That looks good. We'll have a 30-degree flap landing with a VREF speed of 140 plus 5 for correction, so we'll go ahead and accept that. What else? We'll continue to advise Unicom our intentions here. And we'll get our altimeters, 3009, that's set. We'll continue that descent down to 8,000. Let's show you guys what's up here for us this evening. So we are coming into Orlando via the SeaWorld for arrival. From the east, obviously. We'll make a left turn south on the downwind for 36 right, and then we'll make right traffic after Noobs. Pretty straightforward arrival for us. In terms of parking and the gate we can expect, we're looking at 36 right. I'm sorry, runway or gate 36. So not sure why this guy just took off south. I guess he could have with those winds, but I just checked the real world flight radar and they are still landing north. So anyway, we'll come in 36 right, and we'll probably vacate at Bravo 7 and taxi over to our gate 36 over there. Got some storms in the area, well, a few rain showers rather, not storms. I spent a couple hours a few days ago trying to tidy up Orlando. I don't think they ever made. I think it's Taxi to Gate. They never made that v4 compatible. So I always had issues with the default taxiways bleeding over into the scenery. Some issues with double towers. So I did some research and spent some time getting that straightened up. So we managed to get rid of the taxiways and the double towers in the scenery. I was having some issues with the jetway disappearing after I made those adjustments. So hopefully when we land, the jetways are there. Some speed brakes out here to help us slow down. And some clouds here, but I think we should break out of that soon. Let me just check the METAR one more time. So yeah, Orlando's showing 070 at 10. We've got a few clouds at 2,800 feet, broken at 75, and we have overcast at 10,000. So we'll start to break out of this as we leave 10,000 feet here. Let's make sure our checklist is complete. We got our landing data, VREFs and minimums programmed. Then we just went over our approach briefing. Our altimeters are also set. So we've got our descent and approach checklist complete. We'll go lights on now as we cross 10,000.
Approach checklist.
And that's already done. And there we go, starting to break out. Our airport is here off to our 3 o'clock. Technically, if it was really busy, I'm sure ATC would have wanted to land us on the south side of the airport, but sorry, not south side, on the east side of the airport. But since we're parking on the west and we have no air traffic control on and very few other VATSIM traffic in the area, landing 36 right is fine. Aircraft is slowing down nicely, maintaining that descent path and speed really well. Alright, let's take over here. We'll fly heading select and we will go vertical speed. Let's make our speed 210. We'll make a little tighter turn onto base here. Save us some fuel and time. I'm gonna take flaps 1 now. Just going to slow our rate of descent just a bit here so we can start to slow the aircraft down. We'll take flaps 5 and we'll deploy some speed brake.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for landing, please return all seat backs and tray tables to their upright and stowed position. Ensure all portable electronic devices are turned off and stow all carry-on items. Additionally, footrest and video monitors must be returned to their original position. Thank you.
So as we turn here, we're going to have a slight tailwind, so let's slow us down a bit more before we start to make that right-hand turn. turn us direct to Silky and pick up the Loke. Alright, we're going to start leveling off here at 3000. I'm going to keep this heading for just a little bit longer and then pick up the localizer. Alright, there's the Loke. That was a violent turn there. Alright, 36 right is in sight. If we wanted to, we could really go visual now. But we will call final on Unicom. And we will activate approach. Glide slope coming in now as well. Just get the rest of our flaps down. And some lights. That's checked. We'll arm our speed brake. We'll get the rest of our flaps down. Rednose looking good. Alright, we'll go visual now, my aircraft. And landing checklist is complete as well. and my throttles. Cancel that. Got a slight tailwind of 5 knots. That's checked. And our misapproach altitude is 3,000. That's set. We had a flight time of about 8 hours and 35 minutes, so we're roughly 30 minutes ahead of schedule. Looking good.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Let's continue in landing.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
I don't float it too much. Let's go. Down, hold that nose, reverses, gently let her down. There we go. It's 80 knots out of reverse. Eight hours and 5 minutes. Alright, manual braking. Auto brake disarmed. Good stuff. Looks like the jetways are there, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be taxiing for the next few minutes, so please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. At that time, please remember to check around your seating area, in the seat pockets, and overhead bins for all personal belongings that you brought on board. Please take care when opening the overhead bins, as the contents may have shifted during flight.
We'll taxiway Charlie. Landing lights can go, and so can the strobes. Turn the turnoffs. That was a fun flight. I don't long haul too often, but I must admit that was nice. So it's a pretty long taxi here for us. We'll delay the APU start, and we'll call up GSX. Orlando really is a good looking airport, especially now that I have the taxiway signs cleaned up. I'll probably start coming here more often. I didn't even see what option it gave us for who's handling our parking. I know I added Norwegian to the GSX profile, so hopefully it's them automatically. I'll make a left turn here into Bravo 7 and we can get the APU fired up now as well. And we're going to go right around this corner here. This airport is really gorgeous. Especially given the time it was created. I think this was released back in like 2013. It's really nice for 2013 scenery. Texture of the grass, that's pretty good. There's some add-ons that are released today that don't even look this good. And charge a heck of a lot more as well. Alright, 36, where are we? Alright, there we are. Let's get the taxi light off so we don't blind our man. As usual, we botched the parking. APU is available. 2 and 1 can go. Transponder off. Signal signs off. Beacon light off. Fuel pumps off. Hydraulics off. Window heats can go. Don't need the packs. Flight deck door can open. And let's get the external power fired up here and get our doors open. I changed this like 100 times. I don't know why it won't take. go. Of course, the jetways do not want to cooperate. Let's try so. No, no triggerable objects. You gotta be kidding me. Oh well. It's always something. Anyway, folks, we are down in Orlando. A nice 8-hour and 5-minute flight time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, this is a real nice Orlando scenery. You guys should check it out if you don't have it. And of course, until next time, we will talk to you later. Bye.